I'm Jeremy Martin, I'm 42 years old, and I work in social work.
And I'm Ernie Martin, and I'm 43 years old, and I work as a retail manager.
And I've been coming to Copper Moose for just about 2 years now.
And I would say combined probably about a year and 3/4, I would say.
I've always struggled with my weight. Ever since I was a child, I put on a lot of weight. I just couldn't kind of stay consistent with going to the gym and keeping on top of it. But about 2 years ago, I realized I have to do something. Something has to change.
I did see a personal trainer back in the late 2000s. Immediately, I fell off that wagon. I had back surgery. After that, you feel a sense of concern because you don't want to injure yourself again. So as time progresses, you eat, and you get to the point where you look in the mirror and you're like, I am not happy with what I see. I looked around different gyms online, and Copper Moose stood out.
I didn't feel comfortable coming into a place where people were going to be like lifting and all buff, and I felt like I would probably be judged. I didn't think I would be able to keep up with what was going on. Finally, I just realized, what's it going to hurt? You know, I go for a month, we'll see what happens. Maybe it just doesn't stick. It stuck.
It was awesome. You feel immediately like the sense of community. Everyone is giving high fives and kind of just cheering you on. Every now and then you hear your name being screamed across the room like, come on, you got this. And so it's just that extra boost that always helps. You tend to push yourself a little bit further and harder each time, especially with your spouse being right next to you. And well, it's funny because when we work out together, I know that there's a competitive edge with Jeremy because he's competitive by nature. Usually after it's, what did you swing that day? And I'm like, I'll just say, I forgot. I don't remember.
Well, and I know I'm competitive, and I kind of try and keep an eye on what Ernie's doing.
I need tape of that, please.
Well, and I know I'm competitive. I know I'm competitive. But I think also it's helped hold me accountable because seeing what Ernie can do, that pushes me to try. Within the few months before I came to Copper Moose, there were a lot of things that started adding up in my life. My brain was foggy. I couldn't think of things. I lost that connection to myself in that time. And even just after like 1 or 2 workouts here, all of a sudden, I was just thinking more clearly. It's a process, and I'm in the process now, and I feel, just with the clarity that I have in my mind, I feel like I'm engaged in that process now that I wasn't before. I was just sort of letting things happen to me.
Last year I experienced a health scare. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and my stomach inflated. And getting out of the hospital and literally feeling weak, I would lay in bed, I would eat pudding cups. Seeing Joseph, he immediately assessed, like, we need to get you stronger. And my body, I look at pictures back then, and it was nice to be thin, but I knew I was weak. I feel comfortable more in my body now than it was thinner because I know that I'm stronger. I could feel the results and see how much stronger we've become. Being here and being able to work out prior to going to work and just being able to release the stress and to kind of have a clear mind on how to just handle and assess the day is always helpful. It's always nice too to feel your booty has a little rumper in the morning because after the leg workouts. But
I like a rounder booty.
Keep that
in. No complaints here. Some of the big results, I think, for me, just overcoming some challenges. Like, I would never have thought I would be a person who'd be interested in doing any sort of a race. 4 months after joining, ended up doing a Spartan race. I never would have thought I would be able to do something like that. I've lost 65 pounds, and I'm happy about that. I never thought I would be to that point.
What you need to do is not an uphill. You got to go out there and you got to sweat. You got to work out. You got to move your body.
There are people that lift more than I do. There are people that lift less than I do. There are people that can do more than I can or less than I can. But when you're in here and doing the work, it doesn't matter because we're all doing it together. So you're at your own pace, but you've got the support of the people around you that lift you, challenge you, motivate you, and are there to say, hey, good job, even when you feel like you've fallen.
In life, everybody wants to be part of something, and this is a good thing.